Okay, this week we start Holy Week. Holy Week is a very special week for us. It begins with Palm Sunday and it goes all the way through Holy Saturday. It also marks the end of Lent, so the end of Lent is coming up. Now, today is Palm Sunday, and like I said, it starts Holy Week. Okay, so if you think, go to church, we go to church on Palm Sunday just like we do every Sunday, but we get a palm, and I did not bring a palm to show you. It's a palm leaf, but it's a long skinny leaf, and it's been blessed by Father Fred. So when we get that palm, we treat it super special because it is blessed by the priest. And it helps us think of when Jesus, remember Palm Sundays when Jesus rode into Jerusalem on a donkey and the people there praised Jesus. They were so excited to see him. And they put palm branches out in front of him along with some cloaks. So that's how Holy Week started. And then a couple days pass, and on Thursday of Holy Week, we have the Last Supper, which is also the very first Mass. Jesus celebrated the very first Mass with the Last Supper. It was Jesus and his 12 disciples, and Jesus broke bread, and he gave them his body and his blood, and that is also the night that Jesus prayed. Now, the way we celebrate Holy Thursday is we go to Mass also on Holy Thursday. And this Mass is going to be a little bit different, and a lot of times it makes me and my family just a little bit sad towards the end of Mass, because instead of walking out with a hymn like the priest normally does, what he does is he takes the body of Christ, and there's no music or anything, everybody's very quiet, and he walks the body of Christ all the way around the church and out the church and into the side chapel, and everybody's very, very quiet. And while he's doing that, they're taking down all the flowers and the candles and everything up on the altar, and the altar becomes bare. And that's a reminder of what's fixing to happen. And what's fixing to happen is later that night, after the Last Supper, the first Mass, Jesus is arrested, and he's taken away by soldiers, and his friends leave him, and he's all alone, and his friends become very sad. So, when you go to church on Holy Thursday, I want you to pay very close attention to what happens at the very end of Mass. It's very, very special, and it helps us remember what's fixing to happen. Now, the next day is Good Friday, and we're coming up on the end of Holy Week. So we started with Palm Sunday, and we led up to Holy Thursday. Now we're at Good Friday. And this is the day Jesus dies. He carries the cross. It's made of wood. It's very heavy. And he carries it a long way away. And he carries it on his shoulder, falls a couple of times. If the Stations of the Cross, that's what we remember, is Jesus carrying that cross on Good Friday. And then at the end when he comes to the end of where they're taking him, they nail him to the cross. And he dies. And you know, it's kind of funny if you think about it. Why do we call such a sad day Good Friday? Well, let me tell you, it is very sad. But you know what? Jesus volunteered, basically. He wanted to do it. He wanted to do it for you. He wanted to do it for me. He wanted to do it for all of us. That's how much he loves you. And that's why we call it good. Okay? It's good because something good comes from the very sad events of that day. Okay? And so on Holy Thursday, on Good Friday, we don't go to Mass, but sometimes at church they hold a special service, and they may hold a cross, a bigger cross than this one, but they may hold a cross like this, and you come up and you can kiss the foot of the cross, okay? And sometimes, sometimes we go to it, my family goes to it, and sometimes we don't, but it is not a regular Mass. It's just a remembrance of Jesus' death. And then after Good Friday, we have Holy Saturday. And really, there's really not anything special that we do on Holy Saturday, except that we just remember Jesus is buried that day. He's in the ground. Nothing significant happens. It's quiet. Jesus' friends and family are very sad because he's gone. He died the day before. And so they think, well, we'll never see him again. It's so sad. And we just kind of remember that it's a very somber kind of a day. And so that's kind of the progression of Holy Week. Now, if you'll remember, the end of Holy Week, it's much different than the beginning, because we started Holy Week off with everybody praising Jesus and being very excited to see Jesus. And then the end of Holy Week ends with a lot of people not liking Jesus and ultimately killing him. So anyway, I hope you and your family kind of remember these events as you go through the week, and you take the time that you need to just kind of celebrate and memorialize what's actually happening.